So we're doing our usual Tuesday night sporking. I'm looking at this on my computer, my other computer as well, because apparently I missed a few comments last time. So, okay, yep, here we go. Recent broadcast. This one is 5 seconds long. So clearly that's the one for today. So I can see like the delays, the comments, anything. There was a network error. There should not be.
Oh no.
But I have to start the stream first before I can see what's going on. What if I refresh this screen? See, this is
I don't know. What if you do?
This is on my really old laptop. It's it says I'm streaming live now. There we go. I see us. Okay, good, awesome. Everything's working the way that it should. I should be able to see the chat and stuff. I'll just have to turn this over that way. All right, so today we are sporking like usual, but we're doing something different. Instead of One West Covina, we're doing Worm Moon by Samantha Nocera, also
Which
known
would
as
be
Bells
me.
of Nevermore. Yep.
We have a special guest.
Yes, special guest, yes.
Yes, I've offered to let these two wonderful women torture the living shit out of my work.
I'm non-binary actually, but thank you so much.
Yes. So that fan requested we spork one of her works. She says this is an original creepypasta, which I know nothing about, but luckily Piffy loves horror.
I am so excited for this.
Yes. All right, it's still it's claiming that there's still something going on here because it was doing like the up next thing, but I'm pretty sure we're still streaming. There should not be anything wrong right now.
There better not be.
Let's see. On this screen, I'm sharing the stream. On that screen, I am not. It says 5 minutes ago. Although the stream is still ongoing, so I don't know what's going on here, man. But okay, so my response to chats will be a little bit slow because my other computer is not cooperating. Anyway.
I'm looking straight at the chat in StreamYard. So if someone says something over on this side of the house, I'll mention it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Piffy loves horror. She'll probably be doing the bulk of the actual sporking. Samantha, also known as Bells of Nevermore, also requested to join us. So this should be quite interesting indeed. Onwards! And then one day, she had finally had enough. This is the part where I, being an asshole, would say, of what?
It's the first line. That's what we're going to find out.
Yes, read on. Please don't put my burps anywhere in there. I'm drinking soda.
I'm not going to transcribe that.
It's okay. She doesn't put in my chewing either. I'm frequently eating dinner during these.
And also ignore me yelling, "Shut up!" at any cats.
Gin.
I'm not. Whoops. I meant to hit backspace and I hit enter. It's too much trouble. Oh man, it's doing it again. It's saying like it's claiming that this was 7 minutes ago, and it's saying up next in 5 seconds, sporking my fanfic. This is I do not like this. Okay. Because it's like says that I'm live and I'm watching myself be live. I'm so sorry, guys. I know this is not fascinating to watch, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. This occurs at some points. Oh, look what decided to cooperate once I just clicked off the video and just navigated to my screen name. Okay. Anyway.
All right.
It wasn't hard to find him. Not really. A few creative search arguments, plus things she'd been told when they had been in contact, easy enough to make sure she had the right man. Ooh. So we do equal amounts of silliness and then actual commentary. Well, more or less equal. Sometimes there's more silliness. This is going to be one where there's more silliness.
Okay.
I actually did skim this, and it wasn't really, bad. So I make my own entertainment. But what if she had had the wrong man?
Then the wrong
maybe-
son of a bitch would have met with a very unfortunate fate, and because this bitch covered her tracks so well, somebody else would have gone down for it.
Hold on.
You gotta talk slowly enough for her to type.
Okay, I forgot what you said next. And because this bitch
Covered her tracks so well, some poor son of a bitch would have gone down for it.
Hold on. And then this is one of my characters. She's just kind of like that. I don't know if you actually read the One West Covina spork that I sent you, but yeah, my character in this. Okay, did you have anything else to say, or?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
This chorus of my own characters in the back of my head, some of whom might not be entirely appropriate.
Oh, believe me,
believe
it
us.
does not matter.
We have like Desmoda and Averna.
Oh gosh, and we love them, and some of them we also have Sebastian, Serena. So
I love Sebastian.
Aw, thank you. I've updated.
So compelling.
I've updated their CST, so I'll send you like the updated version of eventually. But anyway, she had little to lose. It would be equally easy for her to throw off any suspicion. After all, who would believe that someone with an end-stage disease like hers would have the strength to hunt someone down? I feel like that should
be a question mark.
Yeah, it probably should be.
Okay, I'm just going to point it out. I'm not going to go through the trouble of like editing.
Well, fun fact about this is this was written with absolutely
one sec.
I'm not sure what's going on. But okay, continue your fun fact.
That was written straight in Notepad without, any kind of emphasis on the text. Just because I was writing straight through, going for about drabble length, maybe a little longer, because your typical creepypasta is anywhere between 500 to 1,000 words, because of course people on the internet have the attention span of a goddamn gnat.
Shiny.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're going to be reading something out loud, you want to keep it to a relatively short length. And so I wasn't even looking at punctuation as I was doing this. So you're going to find all kinds of shit in there that would not be in there if I was going for print.
That's fine. We're gonna point it out because
it's a sporking. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, we're gonna point it out, but we're not necessarily gonna be assholes to you about it. But if you've seen any of my other stream videos, like
you're brutal.
Oh, you have seen them. Okay, yeah. Because like there's one author that we're sporking who I'm completely indifferent to, never met her in my life, don't know her from Eve, but the content of what she writes is just so awful that I can't be nice about it. And then there's one who we wrote together, and at the time I didn't really pay much attention. It's like the first time I read Twilight, I thought, this is light and fun. There's, not too much objectionable about it. And then when I'm actually going through it line for line, what the heck is this?
I'm back. Sorry, but that husband isn't feeling well.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
He went up to lay down, and I needed to order dinner since he's not cooking.
Okay.
Poor baby.
Yeah.
Hope he feels better soon.
I hope so too.
Anyway, spork on.
All right, we're ready to continue?
I'm ready to continue, yes.
Okay, one sec. Let me get something to drink real quick, because I'm turning my camera off because y'all, I'm straight out of the shower. I'm incredibly lazy, and I'm banned from Twitch. All right, I have tea. Start cam. There we go. Yes, that's how that works. Add to stream. Okay. But she did have the strength. That strength came from anger, and a fuck of a lot of it. Hells yeah! The continual pain I'm sorry. I can talk. The continual pain honed the rage to a fine edge.
That's a little too relatable.
Yes.
I try not to be an angry person, but when I'm having a flare-up, it's just... You can't see me gesturing with my hands.
You mean gesticulating?
Yes.
Or better yet, what I get accused of, which is flailing.
I do flailing too.
Flailing!
Yes.
Okay, so backstory of Distressed Arms flailing. When I was in the Kingdom Hearts fandom, there were a lot of people who were much less experienced writers. Like, they were all around my age, but they were all...
They were just dipping their toes in.
I wasn't even sure they were readers. And one of them typed out, Vexen makes Distressed Arms flailing. And I was like, I would not have said that at her age. That's ridiculous. And so it became mimetic. And there was also someone who tried to write Grab's Remote, but they ended up saying Grable's Remont. And then
Grable's.
Grable's Remont. Yeah, that just kind of became mimetic. So, let me... Chat rules. I'm logged in as myself. Why do I have to read the chat rules?
I am petting a giant black cat right now.
I've got a chinchilla napping on my lap.
Oh, chinchies are so cute.
They are. They're terrible pets, but I love this one so much.
I love it because it's your pet. Kind of like how I love Lucius because he's my kid. He cried. No, today he cried way too much, and I was like, I mean, it's possible that the cath in his heart is too small for him, and it's uncomfortable for him. So that's probably why he's been funkier lately than normal.
Maybe.
I'll do it.
But my damn ears. Anyway, he's a good kid. Love him very much, and he's adorable. He's learned how to say moo. And the other day he was like, owl, hoo, hoo. And
that's cute.
He learned how to say Piffy's real name, so that's also very cute. Anyway, it was
I also sometimes do distressed arm flailing.
That's true.
Like in real life.
Yes. We actually had Piffy Piffy's character makes distressed arms flailing in the stage directions for one of our scripts.
Oh God.
And I actually
also, one time I ran out of words, and so you just put a video of me doing the distressed arms flailing while making all the happy noises.
Exactly. Oh, and we have a Kuma noise in the script, which is Piffy. Would you demonstrate? Yeah, that's it. That's an Akuma noise. We have a particular one. Oh, wait, we haven't gone. You know what? We have a thing we do. We have not done that. We have not gone through the reaction images.
Oh, you're right. Hi, Twen. Yes, you can't have my tea. I'm sorry. She's like, I just woke up and you're not letting me have tea.
So we've got all these. We got all these reaction images, and if anything kind of sparks, like most of these are for, like I think at this point half are for Eden and half are for One West Covina. But okay, we've got him, like in Eden. Oh no, not him.
Yeah, 1 sec. I think Twen wants to go to bed in her cage as opposed to on my lap.
Okay.
So you can take this time to go over the reacts.
I will continue showing her the react. Yes. This is like Dante's Sword Rebellion. This is Let's Do the Time Warp Again for when shit gets repetitive.
Uh-huh.
We have Go Cry, Emo Kid.
Jeez.
Which is a really old react from like 2006.
I love those though.
Oh yeah. And we've got okay, so we did a Twilight Spork years ago, and we have Chagrin. Whenever somebody just says chagrin, it's a meme now. We have obviously you don't say. We have Men in black robes T-posing for dominance.
Oh God.
Also from Eden, they were talking about the Death Eaters, but I went in an Organization 13 direction with it. We have Darkness, which is just Xehanort. Darkness, 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 darkness. We have Castle Oblivion. We have More Him. We have Jeff the Killer, aka Smile, Menacing Smile. We have Sharkish Smile. We have a knife. We have the last.
Well, there's got to be a knife.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a knife. Oh, I could use that as a react for the blade thing. Hold on a sec.
There you go.
Let's see. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna insert that. Pictured. Some lady's rage. Sorry, you haven't provided her name yet, so I'm just gonna go with some lady.
Yeah, she is just some lady. There's no names of anyone provided. It was just supposed to be like a pleasant 5-10 minutes of worth of people being perturbed by just a random murder. A random and somewhat creative, I hope, murder.
We'll see. We have The Last Supper. We have Lucius Malfoy, which I really just inserted to make a point about how pale he is. Or no, it was about how hot he is. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Well,
Cartman.
Isaacs. Yes.
Yes. We have Cartman. We have Bella Swan. Comes up a lot. Leroy Jenkins. That's a person.
You gotta have Leroy.
And we have dictionary definitions of words that the author got wrong of Eden. So coward. We have sad Zemnis or sad Xehanort. That's sad Xehanort. We have Akuma, and this is either it's time to have a miscarriage and die when someone isn't getting enough attention. We also have just Akuma single emo tear, except without the actual emo tear. And Akuma just going, ah! And then the what's going on? I'm in this photo and I don't like it. It's annoying or not interesting, and it's spam. It's spam.
I'm back, and Akuma really did have a miscarriage and died because she wasn't getting enough attention.
Multiple times. Multiple times.
There was this one chick I used to role play with. Her name, well, I won't go into what her name is in case some miracle makes her manage to see this. She was forever having her characters get jacked up somehow, whether it be kidnapped or, one of them got beat to within an inch of their life, or, raped and then subsequently pregnant, then subsequently lose the baby, then subsequently have this.
That's Akuma.
Yeah.
Like one time she did all of those things, and then like one of her writer's other characters showed everybody the strangely far developed fetus for something that was conceived maybe 12 hours previous and fed to a tiger.
Yep. And there's another person. There's another person I used to write with who, not according to me, but according to another one of her co-writers, does that shit, but not in the plots. Like, other co-writer has said, if you want to do that, let's plot it out. We can, I'm totally willing to roll with it. No, she'll do it right in the middle of when, writer B will do that right in the middle of when writer C already has a plot going on, and writer C's characters are like, they're getting shot at. There's a bunch of action going on, and then writer B's characters will be like, oh no, I just had a fainting spell. I got the vapors. Or have someone just fucking get kidnapped. And I'm just like,
wow.
That sounds like Corey, but it's not Corey, but it sounds like Corey. And I'm using Corey's name. Corey is the writer of Akuma, but she's also a character in the show. We're going to get to a Corey react. So anyway, we have Vexen for science or experiment. We have another word author of Eden didn't know. We have Epiphany going again for when shit gets repetitive. We have Rafflecopter.
A classic.
Yes. Another fucking word the writer of Eden didn't understand. We have a woo, which is like if somebody says bitch. Yeah.
It's really it was going to be like, ooh, arf, bark.
Yeah, she's a werewolf. So, yeah. Cube going, you mad? Me, specifically me, going, notice me, senpai. Vexen again. Impure! Desmona has used this react and then been scolded by Piffy's characters for it.
She's like the last person who has any room to use that react.
Corey intensifies.
Yeah. We wish
Oh Lord.
Corey the person the best.
Oh yeah, but Corey the character we're gonna rag on.
Yes.
Corey the person is actually a much better person than she was like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
As one would hope.
As one would hope.
You know,
as one does.
But she was I think she was a fairly like inexperienced writer. May not have been, outright malicious, but the stuff she did was still kind of
infuriating,
emotionally scarring. But yes,
it was pretty toxic.
Yeah, Corey intensifies is for like usually when a writer is like me demanding not to question my work, or it's when something that just reminds me of Corey comes up. I'm just like, okay, yeah, Corey intensifies. So far in One West Covina, I've gotten like 3 or 4, and the other person that wrote One West Covina has gotten 1. She never uses her head. It's just for decoration. Yeah, we've used that a few times. Old man yells at cloud. That's our like okay boomer react. We shall have a magnificent garden party and you're not invited. I forget the context under which we used that, but it was funny. We have mine. We have the
These are great.
And we have Xehanort saying something about nothing. I don't know what he's saying. One who knows nothing can understand nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why he's refusing to exposit.
Yeah. I think the word nothing was like that prompted that react. I'm gonna keep scrolling. Okay, here we go. We have Sad Zemnis. We have you, as in the Netflix show. You good, Piffy?
Yep, that's just my phone asking me if I'm ready to stream.
Oh, okay, awesome. Say hello to my little friend.
Gotta have that one.
Oh yeah.
And that guy from Pocahontas again.
Huh?
And that guy from Pocahontas again.
Yes.
See how I glitter.
I think this is like about gold. Oh, Epiphany calling bullshit.
She does that a lot.
She does that a lot. And then we have say crack again, crack. I think that's for when someone's like using a word too much. And then what can I say except you're welcome?
Which is great for any and all sarcastic uses of the phrase thank you.
It's like, or oh, thank God. And we have, hunting elephants. Like, I think that was like someone asked either Ron or Hermione, what are you doing here? And it's like, I've been kidnapped, you dunce. What do you think?
I've been kidnapped again.
We have Super Dictionary 40.
Yes. When no one was looking, Lex Luthor took 40 cakes. He took it. He took 40 of them. That's as many as 4 tens, and that's terrible.
And then we have the blood is the life, Mr. Renfield. I used to quote Dracula all the fucking time in school until my pussy ass TAs made me sign a contract, which is not legally enforceable, to having a 14-year-old sign a contract saying I wouldn't do that anymore because the pussy ass students were getting scared about me threatening to hunt them.
Lame.
Right?
Right?
The argument did not have a leg to stand on. And then here we have a whole lot of God reacts. Gotta chew! We should have used this one for one of the Trent to chew, I choose you ones. Gotta chew. We should have. Okay. Maybe I'll go back and change it. This is for nothing because
it's a yonic flower.
Shakespeare, in Shakespearean times, nothing was slang for vagina. So, what's wrong? Yeah. Oh, nothing.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. What a thought to be between a lady's legs. or something like that. Anyways, and so what you do about
we also have intrusive thoughts.
this? So the play Much Ado About Nothing is
yeah.
Yes.
folks losing their minds over pussy.
Anyway, we have the beast going, if she doesn't eat with me, then she doesn't eat at all. And we have, what are you? I'm a waitress. For like when someone's like, what are you? It's like, that's a rude question. Anyway. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Oh, that was for Eden. Do you fear death? Oh, the best insult Shiro ever gave was to Father Kotomine in Fate Stay Night. He said, get lost in your afterlife, you damn priest. You have no place to be, okay? Even hell wouldn't take a bastard like you. An impotent guy like you should lay on needles in hell. And that was
Man,
oddly
the Buddhist
specific.
spells are just so creative.
Yes.
Dante would be proud.
Yeah.
Sort of like calling somebody a gutter-sucking refugee from an artificial sperm bank.
We have, honey, lately your low self-esteem is just good common sense for when someone's like obviously pity fishing.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh my god, yeah, we could both tell stories
Infuriating.
we can both tell stories about someone like that, and it's the same person. Anyway, I like watching you sleep. I find it fascinating.
Oh my god.
How to wash your hands.
It was like April of 2020.
Yeah, it was March of 2020. March
of 2020, yeah.
Also,
I caught the dread disease in December of 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh,
Yeah.
we've got sin thine ass off for when I acknowledge, or when someone's acknowledging in text, like we're lampshading something in text, but it still doesn't make it okay. Sin thine ass off, which is borrowed from Dawes Mervyn. We have a quote from Oscar Wilde. It's only the sacred things that are worth touching. Dante, no. We have Shrek, you thought wrong. Oh, the Asian grading scale. A is average. This is my grading scale growing up too. A is average. B is below average. C is can't have dinner. D is don't come home. And F is find a new family. And then this is like for when someone's using very too much. This is a red flag. This is, then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times. For things like, I think stop making me hit you or something. I don't remember the exact context. Is your separation...
Look what you made me do.
Yeah. Is your separation anxiety going to be a plot point, or can we skip it? It's always going to be a plot point. We can never skip it. That's going to come up a lot in side chat, by the way, Piffy. My character's separation anxiety, and feel free to call him out on it.
Okay, I will.
Okay. We have Santa Claus scowl. No.
It's called the Santa Claus scowl because the first time we used that face for her, she's saying that something was not as fun as Santa Claus.
Yeah, and I just like exaggerated the frown.
Yeah, she has pretty thin eyebrows, and they tend to get covered up by her glasses.
Yeah. So this one says bite someone for no apparent reason. I struck through that and wrote bite someone for invading your personal space.
There you go.
Yes. More Vexen. We have so many Vexen. Okay. Kefka. Hate. Well, for when like Hermione's going, I hate Lucius. I hate him. Which she does a lot. And then Hermione react to make a point. That guy right there. More Kefka. And then this one is the you will never fail me again, and he was right. I never failed him again. Best number one. Screenshot of adjectives, or adjectives that are synonyms. Yes, haters gonna hate.
Potatoes gonna potate.
Yes, more
They
God
do.
reacts. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Ooh, you are playing it wrong. Give me the controller. I'm excited for that one. That's probably going to be used like interchangeably with Corey intensifies at some point. Like your characters are having emotions wrong. Let me dictate their emotions. Or better yet, me going, No, you're doing it wrong. Give me the controller.
A flip-flop.
This is a flip-flop. Oh, my sweet summer child. We also have an Oh Honey react. And then we have That Was the First Night I Dreamt of Edward Cullen. We have That's Planning for Failure, Morty. Even dumber than regular planning. We have By the Stars. This guy was famous in Sailor Moon for that. Anyway, Stay Out of My Personal Space. And we have It's a Trap. We have Watch Me, Watch You, which is a reference to One Tree Hill, in which there was a character with the screen name Watch Me, Watch You, and he was a stalker. It's also the name of one of my albums. And Wipe That Smile Off Your Face, and then Garfield just wipes the smile off his face but purrs. And then we have this for when I get really frustrated. It's, you stupid little garbage person.
You stupid fuck. Why are you fucking stupid, you fucking fuck? Fuck you, you fuck.
We have cave cows because they're really clingy.
Yeah, so in the in Avernum 1, just like the first Avernum 1, not the remake, there's this particular okay, so when your characters are on the overworld, you can't move automatically if there's a unit adjacent to you, and there's this unit of cave cows that likes to kind of cling to you and makes getting through this particular forest really painful. Because you can't just hold on a movement key.
Yeah. Hold on.
They're lonely, clingy cave cows.
Get down! What are you doing?
Sometimes I'm a lonely, clingy cave cow, and people say exactly that to me.
Well, I have a farting desk cat. She specifically comes up here to fart.
Wow.
What a brat.
Wow.
My chinchilla specifically comes to my husband's desk to pee on it.
Yeah. Okay, so we have... Let me turn my camera back on. Whoops. Okay. We have Neil! Which will probably... I think we've used it like once. And we have More Nothing, but this time it's a nothing cake.
Cake. We
have Epiphany going, you're not helping your case here. We have Doki Doki reacts. We have Nominee for when people are being forgetful and it's stupid. We have more Super Dictionary. Excuse me, I'm going to eat.
I have the whole Super Dictionary on PDF, so if we need to define any words in a very silly way.
We have the Bear Who Cannot for when I cannot bear, or I couldn't bear, or I didn't think I could bear. Yeah, I'm a brat. And we have Time Goes By So Slowly. Creepometer. And then You're Using Very Too Much. Here's some synonyms. Do I Dazzle You? And Subtle Foreshadowing, both taken from Daz Mervin. Fucking yikes. Red Flag. I just kept crawling and it kept working. Companion Cube.
Companion Cube.
We have, oh yes, we both reached for the gun. I can't remember the context of that. More Doki Doki. This one's specifically for incompetence. Dude breaks your arm, so you just remove all the bones in his arm. Health. So, yeah. We have That's Logic.
Have you ever had somebody just completely lose it about being sporked by you guys?
No.
Like completely freak out.
Not so far, but then again, you haven't actually seen our sporks of your book, so...
Was it that mean?
I don't remember, but probably. Considering that the reason that I started sporking it was because somebody had said a bunch of nasty things about you that turned out not to be true after I actually talked to you. And I had a very poor opinion of you at the time, so I was like, I was like, yeah, let's rip this shit up. But then, like, after actually talking to you, I can see where some of the things that you were talking about came from, and it wasn't as bad as like I had first assumed. Anyway, they're all unlisted. Like, they're not public. Like, nobody's going to be like, oh, do you know what this person said about you? You know.
Yeah, because the other problem I have is there are some people that, you know, and you know of them, that have that would absolutely take that and run with it and be very damaging with it.
Yeah. We have Sora, like, Am I Dreaming or Not, I think. Death Note. Oh, this was made specifically for Eden because Hermione at one point asked, why does freedom hurt when she was being rescued?
Mm-hmm.
And that just sounded like such an American thing to say.
Yeah.
It's red, white, and blue, and it's on a bald eagle, yo. Why does freedom hurt? We have the bear who can. We love her.
We do.
I like the bear who can.
Yes. We have you dense, irritating miniature beast of burden. Again, for when I'm just really frustrated with someone. That's going to come up in the side chat. And the side chat, by the way, is like the companion to One West Covina. And to Faustus's Extraordinary New Brides, or I'm sorry, Faustus's Extraordinary New Student, Faustus's Extraordinary New Bride, and Lady Freya Blackwood. It's like this trilogy of. You'll see when we get there. Intrusive thoughts.
Oh yes.
It's specifically here. It's that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We had intrusive thoughts. Okay. Wargarble.
That's one of my favorite memes ever. That's never going to be old meme to me.
We have Saint Facepalm. We have Draco Malfoy going, the fuck is this shit? Which I imported it for Eden, but I can see it working with various other things as well.
Oh, definitely.
We have I shit you not, this is what she wrote. We have she says immediately after describing what he's doing. Sometimes we use that for she says immediately after she describes exactly what she's doing, which is like let's see. I wasn't aware that I was so, you know, it's like it's something you would be aware of, or it's like something the character would be aware of, but the author's choosing to transcribe it so that she's not taking responsibility for it or something. We have rid my liff, you despicable prep. That's another My Immortal reference, and it's when I just get so sick of someone. Anyway, we have another him react.
I've tried My Immortal a few times, and I can never make myself do it. I can't. Dude, I get like a page in, and I'm like, I can't with this.
Dude, there is actually a really good dramatic reading of My Immortal where he puts his commentary up on screen while he's reading. It's amazing. I'll send it to you. Okay, we have rules. That's Scanty and Knee-Socks going, you know, they worship rules. And then we have Cube shredding the rules. We have my character Everin saying, when fondling souls, always use an ectoplasmic condom.
Alrighty then.
We have my sad react. Like, how could you react? We have more nominee. We have my precious. Oh, I remember this one. Choices, stories you play. It's like when someone's trying to avoid taking responsibility for something, and they're like, oh, it's just fate. Did you mean choices, stories you play? And then we have like a screenshot of the spork for some reason. Oh, we have Epiphany pressing the buzzer and zapping someone. Okay, so let's see. There's a long story behind that, but basically somebody's unkind nickname for Piffy way back when was Pet.
Like forever ago, like
long time ago was Pet. I told Corey about this at one point, and from then after, her characters would refer to my characters that way.
Ah.
So whenever somebody says pet in the show,
and they're talking about a person,
they get zapped.
And Draco ran afoul of this rule during Eden.
Yeah. Either he did that or he did something equally as obnoxious. Okay, we have despair. We have here, so I proved that Hermione was being all flowery about the pain she was in, and that it wasn't like she wasn't actually in as much pain as she thought she was in, kind of thing, because of how like flowery she was describing. And I was like, yeah, no, I couldn't think like that when I was giving birth, so it's not because I'm not creative. We have everyone going biblically, like she knew him. Did she have sex with him? Another react for when someone's saying bitch, it's a wolf. We have another definition. This is for when someone's acting like a baby. I put in a picture of an actual baby at 3 months old.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do it, though.
Here's me with making the same face as a baby. And that one, you should be old enough to know better. More nothing, but this time it's a ring. And then we have killed or worse, expelled. That's obviously for Eden. The world that never was. Oh, I think that one. I think world that never was. I think now we're crossing into the things that we imported for One West Covina. Drugs. This is a vending machine full of drugs.
It's from Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, we have I'm selfless, damn it!
Akuba again.
Someone's, insisting how much of a martyr they are. We have, we also have look what a good martyr I am, pity me. So, here, I found what you were looking for. Attention.
I've seen that one before.
And we have really,
Very
for
useful.
when she's saying really like 100 fucking times the same goddamn fucking motherfucking cunt-ass sentence.
I mean, it's funny, it can be effective if there is some kind of extreme situation going on, like, I really want to get out of this cave. Oh, yeah? I really, really, really want to get out of this cave.
No, that's not what I'm talking. I understand what you mean, and yes. What I'm talking about is she really meant it. In somebody's narration, she really meant it, but would she really be able to handle this, really?
Oh, Lord.
Paraphrasing, but yeah, that
Bad.
would happen.
Yeah.
We have this to make an example. This man was in a hospital bed. We were trying to make the point that no, she could not put herself on the hospital bed next to him because he was taking up all the space. Or no, this is the point where she wanted to kiss him, and she said if she could kiss him, she would. And they're like, his lips are uncovered. You can kiss him. Okay, we have bites her lip. So, or for somebody biting their lip because bit her lip, bit his lip, etc., happens way too fucking often in One West Covina. Sin must be exposed so it can be absolved. That's from Far Cry 5. And, okay, so in the TV show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Trent has been pining after Rebecca since college. And by the time of season 4, it's been 11 or 12 years. So I did my waiting. 12 years of it in Azkaban. And then we have she tilted her head. We did the studio shaft head tilt where they like tilt their head like all the fucking way back.
Mm-hmm. In that way, that's definitely how humans do. When they are trying to talk to somebody behind them.
Yeah. We have a different one for she tilted her head a bit. We'll get to that. Meets minimum standards of decent human. That kind of goes along with I'm selfless, damn it, and look what a good martyr I am, pity me. Oh, you learned that in character. Oh, really? From where? That's when they're when her characters are fucking reading my character's narration.
Oh, hell.
And
she does a shorthand that gives me permission to read her character's narration, which is she'll say something, or she was feeling really upset and it showed. And so that's like, but she doesn't like say how it showed. So I'm just like, and it showed, how did it show? But yeah, I think that was her saying, read my character's narration and intuit their feelings, because that's definitely how humans function. It's himbo time!
Tara is the god of poor judges of character.
Yes. We have Glug. That is a drinking game. So people also sigh really often. So whenever somebody sighs, we take a sip of water to stay hydrated. Oh, this was fun. No, you cloudin'. Okay, so back in the day on LiveJournal, somebody wrote a story. Someone in the comments meant to say I could write a sequel, and they said, I cloud write a squeal. And then OP responded, no, you cloudn't. So we have Cloud saying, no, you cloudn't. Oh, the bear who recites. When we're overusing the word soft, but soft, what light through yonder window breaks?
It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
All the bears are female bears, by the way. I have decided all the bears are girl bears. Anyway. Blush. Blush. This is when somebody...
but you know what a female bear is called?
What?
A sow.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway. So, we have blush. When someone's blushing, we just have a lady holding up blush. She's really pretty.
She's so pretty.
We have Trent, who's a canon character from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, saying, take some responsibility for your actions. We have Trent's stalker wall. I mean vision board. Okay, so she calls him... So, the character Rebecca calls the character Trent Babe, and it's capitalized. First thing I thought of, Babe. I hit you with the in-character, out-of-character division bat.
That used to be one of my old LiveJournal icons.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm dealing with one person who still remember the bad artwork?
Yeah.
I'm still dealing with their inability to separate IC from OOC, and it's driving me crazy.
So here we have the CEB books, which the continuing education of the bar, which it said the narration specified that Rebecca stayed up all night talking until Trent had fallen asleep. And then Piffy's like, wow, that must be an impressive amount of talking. And I'm like, no, you know what? She probably ran out of things to talk about and started reading him her law books. And then she was trying. She really was. Do or do not, there is no try. We have, let's generalize about men. For one, she's like, ugh, men are so helpless. My next magic trick, I will turn this into a conversation about me. We have Let's Talk About Me, that really annoying new country western song. I say new, but I heard it like a year ago. Parting is such sweet sorrow. This is boys' antics. Like, what she'd been talking about was her male friends being concerned about whether she was in a life or death situation, and one of the characters referred to it as, just the boys' antics. And we're like, no, that's not a boy's antic. This is a boy's antic. Dangling a worm in front of us. We have Rebecca literally exploded.
Blah!
Yeah, creeper explosion. We have Shalana going a woo, and then Piffy was like, don't a woo, $350 penalty. We have Jacob Seed saying, cull the herd. We have don't suggest things. So then these are just reacts that I had that were on my drive, but don't suggest things. Please don't ever speak again. You are essentially an oxygen thief. I will personally punch you in the dick. Bitch me too, the fuck. You are welcome to drink the Longjing tea. Like your Xbox and stuff. We have that is absolutely repulsive. Ooh, burn. Now pour the tea, which is like the companion to you are welcome to drink the tea. Disqualified. James fucking giant angry react. And then just a rant about what someone said is the most incoherent bullshit ever. We have That Is Why You Fail. We have Oh Jesus God No. We have Yikes. We have You Just Want Attention. We have the passive aggression of the Christ. No, that's fine. I'll carry it. We have I Just Want People to Know I Am the Reason Earth Exists. To which Piffy made this, Rebecca, the center of the universe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man. We have Begone, and then later we have Begone Thought, specifically. We have If Love Quinn Bad, Why Sexy? And that's mostly for, like, her capitalizing love, which is this person's name. This character's name. Also, you can't just announce how your characters feel. That makes me feel angry. We have This Is My Committing Thought Crimes Face.
Which was funnier when Epiphany still only had one expression. But
yeah, but she's the easiest to draw faces for, so.
Yeah.
We have Oh My. We have Trentachu, I Choose You. We have the character Rebecca going No Thoughts, Head Empty. We have, this is from Sailor Moon Abridged, instead of actually giggling, this character would just say, giggle! And that's when someone's giggling too much. This is the Show Don't Tell instruction. So this is for She Tilted Her Head a Bit. And we figured out that when the character Rebecca tilted her head, she was doing it in a husky way because one of that writer's other characters is a wolf shifter. And so she does a whole lot of like tilting her head and growling, even when it's not appropriate for other characters, because she can't like distinguish them in her head that well.
I will be right back. I have to take a quick AFK.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how you doing?
This cookie is very tasty.
These apple chips are very tasty. I have sugar-free oatmeal raisin cookies.
Ooh.
I also have keto cookie dough.
Oh my gosh.
And you're supposed to eat it right out of the jar.
I mean, that's the best kind of cookie dough.
I'm gonna go get it. Yeah. BRB.
Okay. So, I guess I'm holding down the stream fort. I don't really know what to talk about, so let's look at the news, I guess.
Okay, I'm back. So, explanation about the keto food thing. I'm pre-diabetic. I might actually be diabetic, but I forgot to go get my blood test done. So I can eat like keto things because it usually is lower in sugar, and it doesn't have like the simple carbs that'll like turn to glucose. So this is keto cookie dough. Enjoy straight out of the jar.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about it. I'm actually going to open it up and eat it. I'm going to find the opening. I'm going to, God, top 50 things said on Olivia Sadakuma's wedding nights. And we're going to see if this is any good.
Before you came back, I was so before you came back, I just started like checking my news app to see if there's anything interesting to read to the audience. Which
this is not that good. I'm gonna go get my sugar-free cookies.
Okay.
Read to the audience if you want.
Let's see. FDA obliterates formula maker's defense of contamination linked to baby deaths. Formula maker Abbott continues to firmly deny that its infant formula sickened 4 babies, killing 2. The denial is despite the same dangerous bacteria that sickened the infants being found at the company's formula factory in Sturgis, Michigan, which the Food and Drug Administration alleges was producing the formula under insanitary conditions. And at least one container of Abbott's formula tested positive for the same Chronobacter sakazaki strain found infecting one of the infants. Still, Abbott argues that the link hasn't been confirmed, and this formula isn't to blame. In a lengthy Twitter thread on May 13th, the company made the blunt assertion the formula from this plant did not cause these infant illnesses. But that is a brazen and misleading claim, according to the Food and Drug Administration. In a press briefing Monday evening, agency officials thoroughly dismantled Abbott's defense. The company's unwavering denial will likely exacerbate frustration from U.S. parents who are forced to navigate a dire shortage of infant and specialty formulas. The shortage is partly due to a recall of Abbott's formulas and a shutdown of its Sturgis facility, which the FDA determined had numerous problems. Parents have seen empty shelves at store after store as they desperately tried to secure sustenance for their children, some of whom require specialized formulas due to metabolic conditions. Parents have faced purchasing limits, escalating prices, and scams in places where there is availability. Even if parents can obtain the formula, Abbott's denials may raise safety questions. Abbott's claims. Abbott's defense is indeed questionable. In last week's Twitter thread, the company reiterated that the link between its formulas and the 4 infant illnesses has not been confirmed, which is true. But the company suggested that the massive data gap somehow supports the company's assertion that its formula is not the cause of the illness. Overall, the company argues that scant testing of its finished formula found no contamination before leaving the factory. The contamination found in the facility was present in non-product contact areas. Additionally, genetic sequences of the strains found in the facility did not match strains found in 2 of the sick infants. No genetic information was available for the other 2 babies. Opened formula containers for 3 of the 4 sick infants were tested, and only 1 tested positive for Chronobacter sakazaki. While the contamination in the 1 positive formula container matched the strain of C. sakazaki infecting the infant, it did not match any strains identified in the Sturgis facility. Lastly, Abbott notes that the 4 sick infants all consumed different types of formula produced in its Sturgis plant, and their illnesses occurred at different times in separate states. It's unclear why that matters, but Abbott concluded that contamination at the plant did not cause the illnesses. In the press briefing Monday, FDA officials all but called that reasoning nonsense. Most importantly, the lack of a genetic match is not proof that the formula is not the source of the infant's bacterial infections. FDA response. C. sakazaki is not a reportable disease in this country, Suzanne May, director of the FDA Center for Food Safety and Applied Nutrition, emphasized in the press briefing. That means when cases occur, outbreak investigations are not quickly initiated, and health officials don't spring to collect bacterial isolates, begin genetic sequencing, and identify clinical clusters as they do for other concerning pathogens. As a result, the FDA and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention only have genetic sequences from 2 of the 4 sick infants. And overall, there are only about 238 genetic sequences of C. sakazaki strains in the CDC's database, which is an extremely small number compared with other pathogens such as E. coli, making genetic investigations difficult. Right from the get-go, we were limited in our ability to determine with a causal link whether or not the consumption of the product from Abbott Sturgis plant was linked to these 4 cases, Main said. Main also pointed out that the FDA isolated multiple strains of C. sakazaki from the environment inside the Sturgis plant where they were doing testing, which was after the cases were identified. There certainly is the possibility that other strains that we didn't detect at the time we were in the plant for the inspection certainly could have been in there.
Okay. Let's see. I'm back. Bells is not back. Okay. All right, continue. Sorry.
Okay. Let's see. Frank Yanas, the FDA's Deputy Commissioner for Food Policy and Response, echoed the point, saying that the genetic data for C. sakazaki in this outbreak and overall is minimal. It's hard to read too much into that, he said. He also highlighted that there was a diversity of strains at the plant, 5 different lineages, and noted that there are examples in the scientific literature of multi-strain outbreaks over time from one source. The other thing we've heard emphasized quite a bit is that these products have been tested, and most tested negative for C. sakazaki, Giannis said. I really hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Let's see. But that also is not meaningful. Some of the end batches of formula are 400,000 to 500,000 pounds, but the end product testing plans only involve a series of 30 samples that are 10 grams each, collectively less than a pound. Yana said, probability of detecting low levels of contamination through an end product testing plan, it's almost never going to happen. Some statisticians calculate there's a 97% chance that you won't find low levels of contamination using that kind of sampling plan. Overall, he said, an over-reliance on end product testing is not really the best way to assure food safety. It's really about process control. New requirements. In the press briefing, the FDA highlighted its efforts to ensure process control. On Monday, the regulator filed a consent decree of permanent injunction between the FDA and Abbott in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Michigan. The consent decree needs court approval but would require Abbott to take several corrective actions. According to the FDA, under the consent decree, quote, Abbott Nutrition will be required to retain an independent expert to review the Sturgis facility's operations and ensure compliance with the law. It also includes requirements for testing products as well as ceasing production and promptly notifying the FDA should contamination be detected. The proposed consent decree also requires the implementation of a sanitation plan, environmental monitoring plan, and employee training programs. Unquote. In a press release Monday, Abbott CEO Robert Ford acknowledged the consent decree, saying that, quote, our number one priority is getting infants and families the high-quality formulas they need, and this is a major step towards reopening our Sturgis facility so we can ease the nationwide formula shortage. We look forward to working with the FDA to quickly and safely reopen the facility, end quote. The press release reiterated the same points from the company's Twitter thread while asserting that, quote, there is no conclusive evidence to link Abbott's formulas to these infant illnesses, unquote. Meanwhile, the FDA has taken other actions to fortify the country's formula supply. Those actions include asking other formula makers to increase production, loosening requirements for formula imports, and getting domestic formula makers who export their products to redirect them to the U.S. market. The FDA has faced intense criticism for its slow response to the safety issues at the Sturgis plant and the overall formula supply shortage. And that's the end of that article.
I'm back.
Hi. Okay, cool. Right on time, actually.
Some things,
Piffy
there are
was-
certain things in this world that need to be addressed immediately. One of those things is when the cat knocks a bottle of olive oil over on the counter.
Oh no.
Because, yes. And then I slipped and I fell.
Oh no.
Badly. I'm fine. I had my wheelchair to pull myself up on.
That's good.
So that was a few minutes of drama I could done without.
Piffy was just reading us the news. But yeah, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, glad you're okay.
Shall we continue?
Let's continue.
Yes. This is a variety hour, folks. You came here expecting a spork, and instead you're getting all of this. Anyway, we have
Love it.
Oscar the Grouch. I love trash. I actually have an Oscar the Grouch plushie. Did Lucius run off with it again? Maybe. Anyway, we have Smirk Like a Jerk. That's my face, by the way. Because, like, her characters also smirk way too fucking much. And so do mine. So we have Smirk Like a Jerk. And usually when they're doing it, because of the connotations of the word smirk, okay, we have her furrowed eyes.
That's Seitaro?
Yeah, she means furrowed brow because eyes don't furrow. Whenever eyes are doing something they're not supposed to do, we bring in Seitaro from the game Mermaid Swamp.
Yeah, so let's see, the original Mermaid Swamp, not the remake, had both are RPG Maker pixel art games, and the original's character sprites whenever someone like would hang their head down because they were sad or possessed or something, the head down sprites didn't have eyes on them. It was just, blank face. And so when we were playing it together, I kept making references to like, sorry, I've dropped my eyes.
Oh
Not
no.
reading the character's dialogue. And anyway, Seitaro is a character from Mermaid Swamp, and he's honestly the most sensible of the bunch. So,
So in our Twilight sport, he would, when Bella lowered her eyes or something, Seitaro would grab them and run away or something. So we have I light up, try me. Yeah.
I'm almost scared to ask.
I light up, try me. So lighting someone up is slang for kicking their ass. So yeah. Me when someone at work tries to raise their voice at me, I light up, try me. That was in one of the recent One West Covina sports, but I can't remember the context for the life of me. We have alas, because in Potter Puppet Pals, Dumbledore says alas, but he doesn't mean it the way that other people mean it. Mm-hmm. And at one point, Piffy said alas, and so I just imported that. We have gods. This is Saint Young Men, which is a manga about Jesus and Buddha living together. And so the character Rebecca Bunch is Jewish. She's not serious enough about it, or I should say she's not orthodox enough to put
so she's not really practicing then.
Not enough to put G-D. But the character, as written by my former co-writer, would say gods because she's
no Jew would say that.
She's aesthetic. She's like pagan, but for the aesthetic of pagan, right? Anyway,
in other words, she's annoying to
real
pagans.
That too. Anyway, so whenever she says gods, we just have these two here. More Seitaro. This is Seitaro. This is furrowed eyes. This is Seitaro just being displeased in general. We have
some trauma from the events of Mermaid Swamp.
Yeah. We have.
As a map maker, I can make you a mermaid swamp.
It's okay. We have there's a broom in the closet, clean your shit up. Which is a quote from Sailor Moon Abridged. We have train of thought. I tried to find the fail road, the all aboard the fail road meme, but I couldn't find it. But I found this. We have
that's awesome.
What the fuck am I reading? Oh, blackmail, because you can always get what you want. So in canon, Trent is a blackmailer.
Oh no.
Yes. He's very cute and wholesome. He blackmails her into letting him cook her dinner and being his girlfriend so he can stay up night playing Scrabble with her.
Yeah, I suppose that is kind of cute.
We have, oh, honey. We have, okay, when someone is saying like, oh, they have a feeling or something, or she was feeling so many things, and we're like, what are those things? Or what was she feeling? Loathing, unadulterated loathing, because the subtitle of the song is "What is this feeling?" We have Akuma eating a cookie, which I am also eating sugar-free cookies. We have Valentino from Has Been Hotel. When Rebecca refers to Valencia as Val, yes, she does this in canon, but I think when co-writer was writing this, it was before she was aware that she does that in canon. We have the kinky sword thing. I'm almost done with this sword. I just have to work out the kinks. Oh, yeah, because we were mentioning a character who likes feet. Right. I like feet. Shut up. Okay. We have Trent with his tissues next to his cot and me giggling about it. We have I'll Never Let Go Jack. We have the cow jumping over the moon. Be gone, thoughts! We have I am feel uncomfortable when we are not about me. We have the idea that Trent might have mommy issues because this woman, his mother, looks a lot like Rebecca.
Uh-oh.
And is wearing.
We have I volunteer as tribute. We have fire, like fire was in her eyes, or
That's
Yeah.
gotta hurt.
Yeah, it's full of.
fire, dark fire. Anyway, so this is a character, one of Piffy's OCs, who likes to refer to people as chuckle fucks. And okay, I get it that getting on someone for giggling and chuckling, like there's only so many synonyms for laugh. But when you use them all the fucking time, we're gonna call you out on it. So chuckle fuck. Also, better call it the wambulance. This is for when like shit's happening on her body. Oh wait, we have another one. Hold on. Do I still have it on my computer? Do I? Okay. It might be in my chat history. No. Okay. This is all from.
Sorry.
But I'm pretty sure that I made a take a ride on the wee woo wagon react. I just can't find it at the moment. I should ask a Hufflepuff because Hufflepuffs are particularly good finders. Piffy, you're a Hufflepuff. Go find me my wee woo wagon. No, I'm kidding. I'm just scrolling. I'm scrolling up in our chat log. Oh, I forgot to import these. Okay. Anyway, better call the ambulance. I can read with my eyes shut. We've got Your Sin is Wrath from Far Cry 5. And we've got, oh shit, you can't see my screen. Anyway, better call the ambulance. I can read with my eyes shut. Your Sin is Wrath, because, oh, she's wrathful. And then, I love you. I don't know why he's eating someone's body part in this, but it came up when I was searching for Your Sin is Wrath. Okay, I'm gonna look for my react, because there's a few reacts that I did not import. Maybe they're in my downloads folder? So, okay, I see committing thought crime. Oh, yeah, okay, here it is. Yes, hello, hi, yes, hello, hi. Hi, yes, hello. I found them. They are in my downloads folder, and it's a good thing I turned off screen sharing, because there's some not too safe for work things that, ooh, hello, hello. Okay, so these are two new reacts that are going to be coming up here. This is my committing thought crimes face. Saying don't even think about it. We have Trent doing that, and then we have take a ride on the wee woo wagon. Anyway, so you've seen all of those. Now it's time to get back to actually reading this fic.
The more reaction images we add, the longer this segment is going to get in the future.
That's true, which is why we should probably start logging into the studio earlier and going over them before we post. Somebody sent me something on Discord. Hold up.
It was me.
Olive oil. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, she was not the only one that had been wronged by this man. That should be who had been wronged.
Okay.
Let's see. In fact, I am gonna just edit it.
You feel like it? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better than, or it's easier for me than just like, anyway. One friend he had accused of the foulest crimes, and another he had derided. Piffy, what?
One friend, that comma doesn't need to be there.
Okay. I don't know. I think that's a stylistic choice. I would probably put a comma.
Okay.
One friend he had accused of the foulest crimes, and another he had derided and insulted. This feels very arson, murder, and jaywalking. I feel like those should be like reversed.
Okay, if you say so. To me, they were kind of equal weight.
Even knowing the man was battling an aggressive cancer. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I
Okay,
see.
that's fair.
Still another was a vulnerable young woman, and she would forever remember the girl's sobs. She had needed to talk her down from ending her own life. Aww.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't exactly pull punches.
Yeah. Enough. In her youth, she had made some interesting acquaintances, everything from Rainbow Family hippies to juggalos to goths to bikers. She had fed people, given shelter when needed, been someone every one of them could go to if the night grew dark and the shit hit the fan. Is this a self-insert?
I don't know. Could it be? They, come here. Let me see if your feet are oily. Of course they are. It's you little fucker. Man, I swear to God, if you weren't the softest cat in the world. Oh my God, I'm going to have to wash her later. She got it all over her leg.
Oh.
No.
Many were
it's not like it's going to hurt her, but it goes from the cat's leg to my wheelchair to one of my pillows.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Many were the favors she was owed, and she knew that many of those beholden to her had few scruples, few barriers to what they were willing to do. Dude, I need her friends. What the fuck? Indeed, a few of them would quite enjoy a little mayhem. Or murder. Yeah! So she called in one debt and got a few tools. Another one gained her transportation, and a third provided a nice secluded venue. The screams would go on.
Eager to be accessories to murder.
See the above about juggalos, bikers, other scum. Lots of other scum.
Sebastian, the lawyer.
Excuse you, I'm a goth.
Huh?
Excuse you, I'm a goth.
So am I.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so am I. Anyway, the screams would go unheard, the blood unnoticed, and the body, let me try that again. A third provided a nice, secluded venue. The screams would go unheard, the blood unnoticed, and the body unfound.
Less sigh. Less sigh.
The man kept pigs. Ooh! Hold on. Hold up. That's how Trent disposes of his bodies.
That's how they dispose of bodies in Briar's village, too.
Yeah. He also hated homophobes with everything in him because his husband had just been killed by men, much like the one that would soon be pig feed. Oops.
Suey.
She would make that man wish she had just thrown him into the pen feet first. Can I put a hyphen here?
Sure.
Okay.
No, you do anything you want to that. Because that was, as I said, written on notebook specifically for reading out loud. So there's going to be all kinds of weird shit in there.
Yeah, I just figured, since we have you here.
Why, yes.
The woman knew he worked with a population with whom he should never have had any contact. The man was a consummate hypocrite, pretending to piety while engaging in frothing hate. Oh, Frollo! Frollo react! We need the Frollo react. I'm so glad I went over these.
Basically.
Shepherding at-risk people while indulging in the very vices for which they were seeking help in defeating. Oh my God! Wow, yes.
As soon as we're done, I have something I got to tell you.
Okay. At every turn, he sneered at his own profession, saying that treatment for mental health was so much hokum, smoke, and mirrors.
Then why did you go to all the trouble of getting a psychiatry license? That's like years of your...
Piffy, can you please slow down?
Yes.
He's not a psychiatrist, he's a psychologist.
That's okay.
Okay.
Of getting a master's in psychology, because I think that's what you need to.
Okay.
Yes.
That is years of your life.
Well, I know he's got a bachelor's. I don't know if he has a master's.
Let's see. I'll just say a degree. I think you do need a master's to like work with people. Because I've looked into it, and that's kind of why, that's one of the reasons I dropped out my first run of college. So the passing scenery, eldritch in the light of the warm moon of March, slid past. She watched, curling her lip. Worms. She would not be feeding them. Ooh! Ooh!
Oh, I actually have a reaction image for this specifically. One moment. I'm
Wait.
gonna send it to you.
Is it crestworms? Because that's what I'm thinking of.
No. It's much more safe for work than that.
Boring.
Where's my reaction images folder? Here we go. Worms!
Worms.
Okay. I'll add that. And I'm going to put how unenthusiastic I am about it.
The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out.
Hold on.
Wormy worm worm.
Okay. Please also note that I threw my arms up in the air when I declared that. Throws up arms up in the air. Worms!
Worms.
Only the pigs. Okay, I'm going to put the babe react.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. So this was actually really lighthearted. Yep.
Yeah.
This was not like... I hope you weren't expecting me to be brutal, because this was actually good. This was really well written.
Thank you.
So, let's see. I'm going to publish it, and it is going to set to be published immediately. And
Go
it is
for it.
going to publish to all my pages. There we go. There we go.
God, I'm almost scared to ask what you did to Hellscape.
Oh, yeah, it's
I got pretty salty.
great. Okay, so
What was that? What did you say, Piffy? I didn't hear you.
I got pretty salty.
Yeah, we both did. We both did, because there were things that I don't think you necessarily intended, but we still kind of got that out of what you wrote. And we were just... But there were things that, like, we weren't necessarily sporking you. We were just saying, you know, yes, we're aware that this happens and it's horrible, so let's talk about it. Like, it's a horrible thing that happens, not a horrible thing that you wrote necessarily.
Right.
And then we had some areas where it was like, you know, but we haven't gotten all the way through it. And I am actually editing a Hellscape React. Like, I have several more videos on my computer of back when we were reading it. But going forward, our reactions to it would be a little bit different than they were in the series of videos. But okay, here is the link to the it's in the Twitch chat, but here is the link to the thing we just did, and I'll put it in the description for the YouTube video as well. Thank you so much for joining.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to end the broadcast. Cheers.
Righto.
Cheers.